Everyone knows that the main Sikha where the Rebbe explains the Inyan of Bitochon is in Lakutei Sichos Chelik Lamed Vov Parsha Shmeis in the beginning. But there are many other Sichos where the Rebbe discusses Inyan of Bitochon not at length as he does in that Sikha. So I want to mention the Nekuda, the way the Rebbe writes it in Lakutei Sichos Chelik Chavov, page 97. There the Rebbe says like this: Bitochon means that a Yid is sure that the Eibishter will do good with him, which means good that he sees and is revealed good. That means, besides the fact that the Eibishter himself knows that everything he does is good, but the Bitochon is that the Eibishter will make it physically good, that I will see it in a way that it is revealed even for a human being. The real good. But L'chura the Rebbe asks, how are we so sure? The fact that this person has Rahman al-Atzlan Etzorah could be because he didn't behave properly, and therefore he deserves a punishment. So what's the yisod for the bitochon? Why is he guaranteed the Eibush will do good to him, but he'll see it? Maybe he deserves a punishment, and that's why the Eibush is punishing him. Actually, he brings from the Sefer Kada Kemach, where he writes these words: Kol ha-bateach u'mamin, any person who has bitochon, definitely she has a muneh. The hamamin yitochon shalei yeh betuach. But the one that believes in the Eibush, etc., doesn't mean for sure that he is guaranteed. A person might be afraid that the reason it's bad for him because he did Averis, Mele the Eibush will not change it to the good. So where does he guarantee? And we're saying here that Bitochon means you have to feel that you're guaranteed with a Bitochon Gomer V'Amiti, which means that there is no suffix by the person and he's completely calm that for sure the Eibush will not punish him, even though it seems like the punishment is good for the person, but he doesn't see how it's good, so he's sure that the Eibush will not punish him, but the Eibush will do good for him. And the Rebbe says the explanation is like this: when the Yid shows his bitochon gomer in the Eibush, and by him is bepshitus, it's so clear, simple, that the Eibush will do good for him, even though it doesn't seem to fit to the natural chashbenis and calculations and the way things seem to be. So the fact that you feel that way, this gufa, this itself is mamshich mamayla, brings from the Eibush that the Eibush should also behave to him in the same way, because we know the Torah tells us, the Torah paskins, that the Eibush behaves to a Yid midah keneged midah. This the Gemara says is a midah shel HaKadosh Baruch Hu. The midah of the Eibush, Gemara says is in Soita in the Mishnah, is that the Eibush does measure for measure, which means the way you behave, he behaves to you. So if you really believe in with a pshita that the Eibush will do good to you, this itself causes that the Eibush that is meitiv b'teva nirav anigel, the Eibush does good to you. Which means, in other words, even though you don't deserve it, you might be punished, but this itself is a schuz. The fact that you really have the bitochon in the Eibush is the schuz that the Eibush will do good to you, despite the fact that there are cheshbeinos that you might be deserving it. Nevertheless, we don't care. And the Rebbe in the Ha'aretz brings from Igeres HaKodesh in Tanya, Sof Simen Yud Aleph, it says, Ube'emunah zu, when you believe this, Nasa hakol tev gam begoli. Everything becomes good, even begoli, in the way of begoli. And even though he mentions the word emunah, we're talking about bitochon, so the Rebbe says that there he mentions also emunah and bitochon goes together. And he also brings from Kada Kemach, he says that the inyan of bitochon is libei chozak bebitchene, your heart is strong with your bitochon, ki'ilu hifticha Hashem yisborech, as if Hashem was maftiach you. That means that if you are really bitochon, it's as if Hashem guaranteed you and Hashem doesn't go. So that bitochon itself is the reason why you are sure that the Eibush will help you, because that's a schus, that even though you deserve to be punished, the Eibush will take it away. Which is really the basis of the expression of the Rabbeim, tracht gut wird sein gut. As the Rebbe explains it at length in the Sicha in Chelik Lamed Vov, in the first Parsha Shmeis, in the beginning of the Sefer.